The damn, like Yap Master of the South. God damn. Shit. CC dropped it. God damn. Are you happy though? Like, damn. Shut the fuck up, nigga. God.
No longer the magical, wonder-filled universe that it was when we were growing up. Not only have they been making uninspiring Let
me restart this shit.
Disney is no longer the magical, wonder-filled universe that it was when we were growing up. Not only have they been making uninspiring, lackluster new films, but they have been going back and changing old stories, altering the narratives of iconic creations. To make things even worse, they buy out competitive film studios who are actually making cinematic masterpieces
you're good though,
and
like,
drag them
on some real shit. You good though, or are you still fucking sick or something? Like, damn.
into the mud. But the people have had enough with Disney's boring and bleak vision for the future. They are losing hundreds of millions of dollars.
900 million in losses. Damn, the downfall of Disney, bro.
Bombing at the box office with record low sales, stock prices dropping to the lowest in decades, and while you think this may be an indication they need to change, it is only going to get worse. The real reason Disney is refusing to pay attention to their imminent doom is much deeper and darker than you could ever imagine. You are not just blinded by nostalgia. Disney was actually at its peak from 1989 to 1999. This was known as the Disney Renaissance, where some of their best movies were created. The Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, The Lion King.
Disney was on a fucking roll, no cap. They had the whole world in the palm of their hands, and they just dropped it for some
Hercules,
bullshit.
Mulan, Tarzan. These 8 classics
Mulan
all
was
received
dog
an
shit though, no cap.
positive critical reception. But more importantly, the fans loved it. Each film generated hundreds of millions of dollars in the box office. The Lion King earned the most at nearly $1 billion, making it the 57th most successful film of all time. These films were so successful that even their soundtracks were selling millions.
Look, already cute the rest of the videos
of copies. The Little Mermaid 6 times platinum, Beauty and the Beast 3 times platinum, Aladdin 3 times platinum, Pocahontas 3 times platinum. The Lion King reached diamond status. Now I did skip over possibly the most iconic animated film of the 90s, Toy Story. And that's because Disney did not actually create this film. In the 80s, Pixar was just an animation group making commercials as a step towards their ultimate goal of making an animated feature film. The studio made shorts to test their RenderMan software and produce animation challenges.
It's not your main account. Your main account was Totem. Oh.
For the team. Tin Toy successfully garnered attention from Disney, who wanted to expand the idea, making a film from the perspective of a toy. They developed a relationship where Disney agreed to distribute 3 films for Pixar, as well as provide connections and budget to land superstars Tom Hanks and Tim Allen as lead roles. But Pixar had never written a movie. Luckily, their co-founder, John Lasseter, had previously been an employee of Disney and worked on The Fox and the Hound.
Hold up, can you whisper my shit? Can you whisper to me like... Nigga said, let it be a gift for... I did not lie, though. That's the whole thing. What did I lie? Hold up. Bitch ass nigga. What the fuck did I lie about, though? The fuck? The fuck did I lie about? Okay, then. Nigga is quiet because he knew. That you're streaming at 10.
Was tasked with writing Pixar's first film. He spent nearly 2 years working on the first version of Toy Story that depicted Woody as a cynical jerk.
Who said your job was to think, Spring Wiener?
Well, I just thought that
use this vast reserve of brain power to consider this for a moment. If it wasn't for me, Andy wouldn't pay any attention to you at all. In fact, my sketchy friend, you would have been hauled away to Goodwill a long time ago, so shut your mouth and get them off the bed.
When Pixar pitched this, Disney executives hated it. They thought the characters were mean-spirited and would send the wrong message to children, so they shut down production of the film. John was embarrassed and begged for another chance. Disney gave him 2 weeks to develop another version. The second iteration of the film depicted a perspective of toys who desperately want to be played with because they love and care about their owners deeply. Disney greenlit the film, and luckily it paid off. In 1995, Toy Story released and earned $373 million worldwide, becoming the second highest grossing film of 1995, the first...
Yeah, because No, nigga, no. Like,
ever
damn.
full-length computer-generated film, and a classic that shaped the childhoods of millions. Pixar and Disney followed that up with A Bug's Life and Toy Story 2, adding to the catalog of amazing films. But it wasn't just these animated films that made Disney so iconic during the Renaissance. You also had The Mighty Ducks, Cool Runnings, Angels in the Outfield, The Jungle Book, Hocus Pocus.
Hold up. This dumbass clip, everyone been seen that shit. Like, nigga said fame changed you. Alright, let's get back though.
The Parent Trap, Heavyweights. Let me know some of your favorites.
Wait, huh? I never seen this
The
shit.
Jungle Book, Hocus Pocus, The Parent Trap, Heavyweights.
I have never Heavyweights W movie, no cap. I've never seen this shit though. The fuck?
Let me know some of your favorites. It's also important to understand that during the 90s, Disney also owned two major production studios, Touchstone and Hollywood Pictures. Touchstone produced Armageddon, Pretty Woman, Dead Poets Society, Sister Act, while Hollywood Pictures produced Tombstone, The Sixth Sense, and a bunch of others I don't personally recognize. In short, Disney absolutely dominated the 90s. They created iconic moments of magic that taught us valuable life lessons. They taught us right and wrong, never pretend to be something you are not, listen to your parents, love and cherish your family, lessons that would make us well-rounded human beings. However,
Disney
they did get their fair share of criticism
bro.
back then as well. The Hunchback of Notre Dame explores themes such as lust, obsession, and religious hypocrisy, which are more mature and intense than typical Disney fare. The character of Esmeralda was critiqued for her sexualized design, objectifying and misrepresenting her character. The 1989 VHS cover of The Little Mermaid was banned and later changed when people noticed it contained phallic imagery. But these days, many people think we should have been harsher on Disney films in the 90s, which has caused people to go back in the past and become critical of what they thought were great films. And before we absolutely dismantle your favorite childhood films, let me tell you about today's sponsor. Underdog Fantasy is the easiest place to play fantasy sports. Get in on the NFL action with their Pick'em game. All you have to do is pick whether your players have a higher or lower stat total for week 4 of the NFL season to win big. Pick between 2 and 5 players to build a Pick'em.
Bro, we don't give a fuck about your dumbass sponsor, bro. Shut the fuck up.
Intercept 1.5. Throw $150 at it. That's a max possible payout of $900.
Nigga.
We pick for week 4 on Underdog, decides for perpetuating negative stereotypes and presenting a distorted and one-dimensional view of the Arab world. They also thought that the casting of white actor Robin Williams to voice the genie, who is a mystical being living in a lamp, was considered whitewashing since the character had cultural connotations associated with the Middle East. Disney also went back and changed controversial lyrics in the song Arabian Nights. A joke from the bloopers reel in Toy Story 2 raised so much controversy in 2019 that Disney decided to remove it.
Motherfucking.
I'm sure I could get you a part in Toy Story 3. I'm
sorry, Toy Story is probably the best motherfucking movie
Considering
I've ever
sexual
seen.
misconduct allegations against Disney executives, this joke didn't age well. Pocahontas was accused of appropriating and commodifying Native American culture for profit, without showing proper respect or understanding of the cultures and traditions they were depicting, while also being too historically inaccurate. They also depicted a relationship that falsely represented how natives felt about European settlers. Their song Savages is a war song in the film with some questionable lyrics. Their whole
Wait. What the fuck going on? Hold up.
Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Can't read mine, no you can't read my poker face. Poker face, mama, poker face. Mama, poker face, mama, poker face.
Bro.
Disgusting race is like a curse. Their skin's a hellish red. They're only good when dead. They're different from us, which means they must be evil. People were.
What the fuck? Wait, what the fuck did this nigga just say? Hold up.
Questionable lyrics. Their whole disgusting race is like a curse. Their skin's a hellish red. They're only good when dead. They're different from us, which means they must be evil. People were angry that they made such an abhorrent song into a catchy tune. However, defenders simply say that this is an accurate way to depict how horrifying and absurd their mindset was. Disney did go back and change some of the lyrics, from their whole disgusting race is like a curse to here's what you get when the races are diverse. However, there is no argument that the Renaissance era was Disney's peak, and the only reason they survived throughout the 2000s was because of their ability to buy the companies that were actually making great art. The 2000s is often described as Disney's experimental era because the company started trying different ventures to keep their billions flowing in. The Disney Channel was their venture into daytime television and was the last original creation before they kinda gave up. Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire were their first big successes in the live-action sector, which led to huge hits like That's So Raven, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, Hannah Montana, and Wizards of Waverly Place. These shows rooted our problems as tweens into reality. They depicted fun adventures while also tackling real problems like
this shit was awesome. This shit was GOAT status, no cap. S tier. What the fuck?
How to talk to your first crush, how to combat bullies, going through puberty, among other growing pains. Every single one of their successful TV shows were turned into movies, which speaks to their experimental nature. But they also produced original TV movies like Smart House, Cadet Kelly, the Halloween Town series, and of course, High School Musical. For the people that didn't grow up during this era, it's hard to describe how much the Disney Channel impacted children. Kids in the 50s through the 70s pretty much only watched cartoons on Saturday mornings. 80s and 90s kids watched before school and after school, but had less variety and autonomy over what they were watching. Early 2000s kids grew up with multiple TVs in the house. If parents wanted to control the television, they likely had a playroom TV or bedroom TV where they could watch whatever they want. They had DVRs, playback software, endless amounts of reruns, and even multiple channels that aired the same shows.
Like,
Disney Channel shows were averaging anywhere from 4 to 10.
Let me watch my fucking video. God damn, I'll react to that shit after the like
10 million viewers on the premieres alone.
Let me react to this shit first, then I'm reacting to your shit. God damn,
stadium tours with 10,000 plus people singing
nigga acting
songs
as if
that
I'm
were
just
based
ignoring
on
the fuck out of him.
Disney
Like,
TV show.
you dumb?
And
like,
while their live-action TV thrived, their animated TV shows were much weaker than competitors Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network. But they still had some solid new additions with The Proud Family, Kim Possible, and Phineas and Ferb. All of those also got their own TV movies. But if it wasn't for Pixar, Disney's animated film presence would have tanked. They
like
started
some
the
dumb
2000s
ass
with
30 second, not even 30 second. Hold up, Emperor, King Cusco. What's his name? I don't know.
Fans love.
Hold up. It's probably some dumb ass fucking 30-second clip that no one cares about that I've been seen. If I seen this, like I don't give a fuck.
Oh fuck.
What did this nigga just say?
3 oh fuck. Netherite ingots. Yes, sir! Oh my fucking.
Loved, but it failed to meet the financial success of the Renaissance era films, only profiting about $70 million, which isn't enough.
Wait.
Success of the thousands with The Emperor's New Groove, which fans loved, but it failed to meet the financial success of the Renaissance era films, only profiting about $70 million.
Now let's look at this shit statistically. Let me lock the fuck in for this one. You're gonna spend $100 million on an animation movie.
$100 million, which isn't enough for Disney. From here, hand-drawn animation was being considered obsolete, and Disney had not been working on computer-generated animation. To make things worse, there was new competition on the horizon, DreamWorks. Disney created a competitor to Pixar and DreamWorks called Secret Lab, but the films they produced failed to meet expectations. Dinosaur was their 2000 film that featured CGI prehistoric creatures. The movie was just alright, not impressive enough for their CGI debut. It secured over $300 million in the box office, but they expected more. Secret Lab closed down after one failure. Pixar exploded again with Monsters Inc., and DreamWorks came out of the gates hot with Chicken Run and Shrek. Shrek 2 secured $900 million in the box office. Disney was trembling. The Lilo and Stitch movie was the last.
Wait, what? Hold up. Shrek wasn't from Disney? Say on God, I thought Disney and DreamWorks was the same shit. Damn. What the fuck? That ass thought they was the same shit. No cap.
Isn't this the
like? I don't give a fuck about no Minecraft. Like, what the fuck? Like, let me just watch this shit.
Oh my god!
It's not even on stream. You don't see it because if this is some bullshit, like,
oh my fuck! You built Auschwitz. Minecraft.
Bro, I've been seeing this though. This shit old as fuck. Like, what the fuck?
original bona fide hit Disney had since the 90s, grossing $273 million, but it still didn't even come close to Pixar. Finding Nemo grossed nearly $1 billion worldwide, The Incredibles $600 million, Monsters Inc. $500 million, but it wasn't even just the money. Disney's animation was outdated, and their storylines were almost exactly the same from 1989 now into the 2000s. They knew they could not compete with the creativity of Pixar or DreamWorks, so CEO Bob Iger decided to acquire Pixar in 2006 for $7.4 billion. Every movie after 2006 by Pixar could technically be considered a Disney movie, but John Lasseter at Pixar was not going to let them ruin his films. He demanded that Disney executives have little power over the creative direction of Pixar films, and since Disney needed Pixar, they obliged and saw even more success. Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E.
Hold on. Just hold up. Just look at that comment right there. I got excited just for you to ignore me. You won't even take the time to talk to me. What is there to talk about? Oh, that's right. Nothing. Because we already talked about it on Discord, nigga. So what's the problem? I've never seen you. Shut the fuck up. Nigga said you mute me on Discord. After that yapping session, I'm yo. What?
Saved Disney, but only for a little bit. To make matters worse for Disney, they were struggling to find big success in live-action films. There was really only 2 films that carried this era.
You're confused? I'm confused too, cause this nigga sent me an entire yapping session on why. Look, right? The nigga said I'm literally going. Wait. I'm gonna show you right now. Look. Read it out loud, every sentence, right? Look, the nigga said, read it. Look, what are you saying? You started streaming at 10. I waited till 10 and you weren't online. You said you were going to give me 10 minutes and then I was literally online. Okay. But let's carry on though. Look what this nigga said. Look what he sent. Do you see this yapping session? Do you know what this nigga said? Look. I haven't seen you in like 2 weeks and you reject me like this. Oh my God, I'm having a seizure. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. One day I have time, nigga, and you do me like this. Who said I'm gonna be alive tomorrow, nigga? If you don't stream today, send a titty sack pic of yours. Good night, nigga, bitch ass nigga from the Netherlands. I'm gonna be mean to you for the rest of your life because how you treat me, nigga. You could have rejected me like the whole day. I'm like, nigga, you sound like a bitch. Like, damn. And now when it's time, this nigga just says no, but he gotta work though. McDonald's type ass nigga. What you wanna order? Number 629. Get your food and peeping in the background. This shit ass nigga. Look, nigga sent me this bitch working at McDonald's. Look, you're leaking price. Oh, now I'm leaking price. Okay, nigga. Good night, doppelganger of the Titanic. Netherlands is sinking because of you. Don't move. My house is shaking, bitch ass nigga. Good night. Sleep well, trader. Traders don't deserve sleep. Nigga, today, 10 p.m., you better stream. Nigga, if you lie to me, I'm going to do something very bad. Alright, nigga. 30 minutes. Finally, you awake. Are you streaming today or not? This nigga was on my dick the entire time. I literally told bro, yes, I'm streaming. Okay? Nigga said, alright, 10 p.m. Nigga, it's time. Nigga, I'm going to give you 10 minutes. Like what? I literally read the entire yapping session. I done told this nigga I'm streaming at 10, right? He gave me 15 minutes more, right? I stream at 10:15, and the nigga still cry like, damn, shit, the fuck.
Which became a multi-billion-dollar series over the next 2 decades, and Chronicles of Narnia, which also grossed over $1 billion worldwide. Even though that was technically a spin-off from a book series written in the 50s. Other than that, we got some cult classics like The Princess Diaries, Freaky Friday, Bridge to Terabithia, and Remember the Titans.
Am I really gonna get on your ass right now? Am I really gonna get on your ass right now though? On some real shit. Nigga said you could have said it to me yesterday that you're going to stream. Did I or did I not? Did I or did I not? If you say no, on God, you're lying.
However, as we went into the 2010s, Disney Channel ratings started to dwindle. The only show still gaining viewership was Wizards of Waverly Place. By that point, kids like me were in high school and moving
I'm just going to ignore that shit.
It seemed like
bro.
every
What
sector
the
of their
fuck?
business was facing
Like,
imminent
what?
disaster as we passed
Didn't say
2010.
the time.
Their
Okay,
TV
nigga.
cartoons weren't
You know
as good
what,
as
bro.
Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network. Their animated films weren't as good as Pixar and DreamWorks. Their live-action TV shows were losing steam, and honestly, they never really had booming
it's
success
crazy,
with
bro.
live-action films aside from a few.
How the fuck are you gonna say you didn't say the time when I literally kept saying to you I'm gonna stream from now on at 10 p.m. From now on, I'm streaming at 10 p.m. What do you not like? What do you not understand? Like,
So instead of buckling down, figuring out where they are going wrong, figuring out how to create wonderful, imaginative universes like they did in the 90s and for nearly 100 years before, they took the easy way out and just bought out companies who were actually making great art. Disney actually has a long history of buying companies that are competing with them, or buying into industries they want to take part in. Like in 1993, they purchased the Mighty Ducks hockey team and the California Angels baseball team. Why? Because they wanted to make a hockey movie and a baseball movie, and they weren't just going to waste an opportunity to create a money-making professional sports empire. Well, they failed, but the movies were pretty good. Then in 1996, they purchased ESPN as a whole when they acquired ABC Inc. And to save you a bunch of time, this is every single company that Disney owns today. Real estate companies, theme parks, merchandise.
the fuck? It's all over the screen. What's good? What's good? What the fuck
They purchased
is this?
ESPN as a whole when they acquired ABC Inc. And to save you a bunch of
Yo, like
time, this is
what they own? What's good?
every single company that Disney.
Yo, they own the entire world, bro. What the fuck? They got everything. Yeah. Madison Square Garden. The fucking what's his name? Awagaya. What's his name? Wadaminka. What the fuck is his name, bro? Yo, I forgot his name. Hold up. What's his name? Victor Wembanyama. Yeah.
Disney owns
Bro,
today.
Mustard,
Real
you should
estate
join the
companies,
fucking
theme
Discord,
parks,
bro. That shit
merchandising, Vice, National Geographic, Hulu, and even GoPro. Disney has their white gloves in just about every business imaginable. They were once a company that took pride in creating cinematic masterpieces to last decades. With the help of Bob Iger, they became focused on one thing and one thing only: profit. And in the start of the 2010s, they did pretty dang good after they purchased Marvel Entertainment for $4.4 billion. Many people thought Disney acquiring Marvel would remove some of the edge these Marvel characters had. Just like John Lasseter made sure Disney didn't ruin Pixar, Marvel's president Kevin Feige was going to continue to control the creative direction for future films. Kevin produced most of the iconic Marvel movies in the early 2000s. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3, Iron Man, The Incredible Hulk, Fantastic Four. Marvel was on fire, and Disney's newfound ownership would surprisingly make things better in the beginning. Feige had a vision for the Marvel Cinematic Universe that no one had attempted before on the big screen. His plan was to make an interconnected universe of films all building to one finale. Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America. They came out of the gates hot. The Avengers securing $1.5 billion.
What the fuck? That's one movie.
Worldwide, which made it the third highest grossing film of all time in 2012. Iron Man 3, Thor the Dark World, The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man. Marvel was releasing 2 huge feature films per year, and each time it was a cultural event.
They got
all the way up through 2019, they were breaking records left and right. Deadpool, Thor Ragnarok,
Nah, Thor Ragnarok, that shit was not. No, I'm capping. Hold up. Let me gather my shit right here. Hold up. Love and Thunder was fucking ass.
2, Venom, all were massive.
Keep going.
Then Black Panther, becoming the highest grossing film directed by a black filmmaker, grossing over
Why they gotta say black,
$1.3
though?
billion.
Like,
The film
damn.
celebrated black culture in a groundbreaking way,
why you gotta
offering
do
a
that?
vision of Africa through the fictional nation of Wakanda that was rich, advanced, and uncolonized. The film
free-
showcased a specific,
free,
beautiful
yo.
black aesthetic, from Afrocentric
Wakanda
natural hair
forever,
to
bro. That
carefully
shit
designed
for real.
costumes drawn
Oh,
from
this shit in
various
my
African
eye.
references. This attention to
God
detail
damn, this in
reflected
my-
the diversity of
my
black
shit.
culture and identity. But the two movies that wrapped up Marvel's decade-long
Nigga
dominance
creator.
are Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame. Infinity
this
War
nigga is
grossed
so
$2
dumb.
billion at the box office,
2
making it the
billion?
highest grossing superhero film of all
Yo.
time, only to be beaten by Endgame the next year, $2.7 billion worldwide. Many people believe these two movies are in the top 10 best superhero films of all time, and they also believe them to be the end of Marvel's dominance. After all, it was
Facts.
Kevin Feige's vision to build all these stories
Oh,
throughout
wait.
the years
Hold
until they
up.
came together in Endgame.
Endgame was crazy, but have you look list of oh my god Marvel new movies? Have y'all seen the list? That shit is crazy. Madonna. Oh wait, this bit wait what? Say you swear to God this shit coming out? Damn. Huh? Hold up. How the fuck they got him here? He's dead, right? He died. Like what the fuck? They probably got some redemption shit on this nigga. Mustard, what's good? Sorry to break it to you, bro.
Pixar continued to
Damn.
steamroll ahead in the 2010s. Toy Story 3 became the highest grossing animated film of all time.
Toy Story
Brave, which
is
was a
probably
new story that became a
bro,
massive
that movie
hit,
so
earning
good.
$500 million
Brave,
at the box
I've
office.
seen this shit.
Monsters
This shit's
University
ass.
grossed
Monster
over $700
University
million.
go
And
crazy.
Inside Out was even
Inside Out
bigger
went
at
crazy, no
$850 million.
cap.
Finding Dory was
Finding
another
Dory,
$1 billion
I don't-
box office
it was
success.
good, but
if
I
you look
don't-
at Pixar's
I don't
catalog
really care.
from 1995 to
Incredibles 2 was fucking
2017,
crazy.
they had one flop, one of the most
The Good
impressive runs in
Dinosaur.
history. Disney
Bro,
was
I'm
in
reacting
total
to this
domination
after
at the
this,
start
like,
of the
damn.
2010s. Yeah, they were being carried by their acquisitions, but they made a short comeback from their own animation studio. Wreck-It Ralph in 2012 was a very Pixar-inspired film about the lives of video game characters inside the arcade machines. Earning a solid $500 million at the box office got the momentum building for what was about to
Wreck-It
come.
Ralph was good,
Frozen,
though.
the
Frozen.
highest-grossing animated
I'm guessing 3 billion. No, I'm guessing 5 billion box office.
film of all time, beating out Toy
Nigga
Story
said the brown one.
3,
Hey, y'all on some weird
$1.28 billion.
That's not that much. That's not that much. I thought like that shit was everywhere. I thought like 7 billion.
Success
or
of
something.
Frozen
Like,
was more than just
some
money.
crazy
Disney was
shit.
able to recreate the magic and cultural dominance
brown
they
one
had
on
in the
the horse.
90s. An original princess movie with addicting musical performances, valuable life lessons for
Yeah,
kids
facts.
like learning to be brave, take risks, communicate your conflicts, and always love your friends and family. It just felt right to see
Playing
my
with-
little sister have an iconic Disney
Yo!
film to grow up with. Then they followed up with Big Hero 6 and Moana, both solid additions to
Nigga
the
also-
new Pixar-inspired Disney catalog.
What the
They also
fuck?
took a big step progressively. In 2014, on an episode of Good Luck Charlie,
Oh, yeah,
Disney
this-
displayed a
bro.
same-sex couple for the first time,
This was probably this show was crazy, no cap.
something that would become a key part of all of their films years later. Their live-action films Cinderella and The Jungle
Big
Book
Hero
were
6 is
also
a
huge
pedo.
hits. Beauty and the Beast earned over
Facts,
one
he was on some weird shit though. Like he could eat you or something and heal you, right? Was it some weird shit? Like, wait, that's pause. Hold up. I'm saying some outrageous shit.
billion dollars.
Hold up.
By the
Let me just carry
mid-2010s,
on, like,
everything
the
was
fuck?
booming again. Disney just could not miss. In 2012, they purchased Lucasfilm, the
Lucasfilm.
creators of
They got
Star Wars,
Wars,
for
yeah.
$4 billion. Although this
they just
acquisition
throwing money
financially
at
would
this
be
point.
fruitful for Disney, there are a lot of mixed opinions regarding the execution of these films. Their first release with Lucasfilm was in 2015, Star Wars The Force Awakens, which as it sits is the 11th highest grossing film of all time adjusted for inflation.
Bro, why do
earning
you know
$2
this,
billion.
though?
A huge success
Why do
but
you
it
know
didn't
that?
actually
What the
continue the Star
fuck?
Wars story that was developed for the past 40 years. It's like they changed everything the fans knew and loved about their characters and wrote a new story. Visually, it was stunning, and people who were new to the franchise adored
Like,
it,
damn.
but longtime fans were disappointed, hoping the second film would be better.
Oh shit. Yo, wait. What the fuck? How did you just realize that shit? Are you dumb? Yo, my shit go crazy. No doubt. Look at my shit. Yes, sir. How the fuck did this nigga just realize? What the fuck?
Better. Rogue One in 2016 took a bit of a risk
Bro, I'm
casting
black,
lesser
like-
known, or at the time not A-list actors, Felicity Jones and Diego Luna. Disney executives were supposedly not fully satisfied with the first cut, and would bring in writer and director Tony Gilroy to help with the movie. With his help streamlining it all, reconceptualizing the story, reshooting scenes and editing, with the iconic Darth Vader fight scene being added right at the end of filming, the movie would be a huge hit. It was the last critically
Rogue One
acclaimed
did
and
not-
beloved
I
Star
probably
Wars
watched it,
movie,
but I
despite having
probably
a
did not
$1 billion
fuck with it or
decrease in
something.
revenue from the previous one.
Yo.
Star Wars is a multi-generational classic that is always going to bring in revenue due to it being the most popular film franchise of all time. Using revenue alone is not an accurate representation of how the community felt
Y'all
about
using
these
some
films,
wild
and there are
fucking
people who
stickers.
dedicate their entire lives diving into the insane complexity that is this cinematic universe that George
Yeah.
Lucas created. So to sit here and
How does
describe
this-
where every film went wrong would take forever. But there is some crucial information to understand why Disney tainted the Star Wars legacy. Disney CEO Bob Iger wrote in his 2019 memoir that George Lucas wrote outlines for a Star Wars trilogy. Bob said, "We needed to buy them, though we made it clear in the purchase agreement that we would not be contractually obligated to adhere to the plot lines he had laid out. Instead, Disney gave creative control to director J.J. Abrams, screenwriter Michael Arndt, and Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. From the very beginning,
Kathleen.
George Lucas saw them ruining his vision for the trilogy. He
Yup,
felt betrayed.
they did.
Disney loved his ideas and bought him out only to change everything they loved. And instead of them coming up with their own cohesive story, they let multiple directors take the leads for different films. Ryan Johnson for The
Wait,
Last
so
Jedi
they actually
and
took
J.J.
his
Abrams
movie
for The
and
Rise
just
of Skywalker.
ruined the
Critics
entire
say these
Star
films
Wars shit.
subvert our expectations, but that's just a fancy way of saying it's unpredictable. And just because it's unpredictable,
on God, we're reacting. I'm reacting after this though, but on God, we're reacting to the new Star Wars, Avatar, that shit, the new shit. Because
doesn't mean it's good.
The first movie, I don't
film's
know why people
decisions
be hating
regarding
on the first
character
movie.
arcs, plot twists,
Avatar.
and the identity of certain characters felt totally random
Alan
and
Wake,
lacked
but
continuity.
the
Going
Avatar
against the
coming too,
man
'cause I
who
need to see
created
that
this
shit.
franchise
I saw it
obviously
on
pissed
TikTok.
off longtime fans. And although each movie brought in serious profits, they felt like Disney took advantage of George Lucas and the massive Star Wars community.
What is-
Financially speaking, throughout
what
the
is the Alan
2010s,
Wake 2
Disney
though? What
reigned
is it?
supreme,
Like,
with
what's
almost
that game?
no dents in their armor. But the only way to go from here was
Hold up, they making money. Hold up, let me see that shit. Global revenue of Walt Disney Company in the fiscal years of 2002 2022. Yeah, they made money.
down, starting with Pixar, the studio that
They
saved
made
them
money.
20 years earlier. John Lasseter, Pixar and Walt Disney Animation Studios' chief creative officer, took a leave of absence in 2017 after revelations last year that he sexually harassed multiple employees during his tenure. At Pixar, John was known for
that's
grabbing,
you, nigga.
kissing, making
You
comments
right
about
there,
physical
nigga.
attributes. John
Expensive,
responded
how much?
with, "I've
60?
recently had a number of difficult conversations that have been very painful for me. It's never easy to face your missteps, but it's the only way to learn from them." Lasseter made himself the victim, hoping to gain sympathy of those who oppose this sudden Me Too movement. Disney didn't fire him until he finished the projects that he was working on. He stayed there for another year to finish Incredibles 2 and Toy Story 4. Both were
Damn.
massive commercial and critical successes. Although John was exposed for being a relentless creep, deserving of his termination,
Nigga said
there's no
WN.
doubt that he was the creative genius at Pixar. After he left, Pixar died. Onward was a box office flop. and
Yo.
received controversy.
Yeah, I did. That's facts though. Pixar really fell the fuck off. I used to watch every motherfucking movie. I don't even know what this shit is. My little sister be
He
watching this
left,
shit and she don't even fuck
Pixar
with it.
died. Onward was a
Oh,
box office.
Look at this shit. This I don't know what like. Do you know this? Like what the fuck is this? I don't know this shit. What is it like? Some bullshit like.
Flop and received controversy for this clip.
It's not easy being a new parent. My girlfriend's daughter got me pulling my hair out. Okay.
The officer.
Wait, what did she say?
It's not easy being a new parent. My girlfriend's daughter got me pulling my hair out, okay?
The officer mentions her girlfriend's daughter, obviously stating that she is a lesbian.
Yeah,
Most people
what's
didn't even
wrong with
notice
that?
this quick line. In
I
fact,
don't
the
give a fuck,
LGBTQ community was pretty happy about it. However, this short scene got the film banned in multiple Middle Eastern countries.
Damn.
From there, Soul was a flop. Luca was a flop.
Soul was a flop?
Turning Red managed to barely make a profit, but when you consider marketing expenses,
Damn. Never watched this movie too.
it's still a flop. Pixar was spending $100 to $200 million per film to make these detailed, beautiful universes, but lacked any decent storytelling to keep you engaged.
Never
Lightyear was
watched
the
this
unforeseen
movie.
spin-off of
Lightyear,
Toy Story
watched
Buzz
10 minutes
Lightyear.
of this movie,
And in this
stop.
one, Pixar took their inclusion to new heights when they displayed a same-sex couple kissing. Conservatives claimed Lightyear was an attempt by Disney to indoctrinate children and shape their beliefs. Social media saw a
Yeah, this
firestorm
shit
of different
getting
opinions
ass, no
online,
cap.
and the movie failed in the box office.
This movie
but
was
not just because of
fucking shit,
controversy.
though.
It's because they depicted Buzz as more of a human than the toy we all know
Yeah,
and love.
facts.
It
That
was
shit
voiced by
was
not Tim
ass.
Allen, and it's an origin story that nobody really needed in the first place. It's hard to say what
This
exactly
shit
went
was
wrong
on
at
some
Pixar
ass.
in the past few years. It can't simply be
Yeah, I'm doing
Lasseter's
that.
exit because he was hired by
And then after
Skydance
that,
Animations.
hold up, I'm reacting to the Alan. But what's Alan Awake? Like, it's not called Alan Awake. It's called Awake, or like I saw something else when I looked it up. What is Alan Awake though? Like,
Their first movie, Luck, was a commercial and critical failure.
Never seen this
Pixar
movie
has never
either.
had so many failures commercially and critically in their
Seen
entire
this one,
history.
like, a little
They're
bit.
on life
It's
support
kinda
and
good.
don't know how to save themselves. The next sector of Disney's business to go
Yeah,
was their
but,
own
like,
animation
what's going on,
studio. Instead of taking risks on new storylines, they continue pushing what was working. Ralph Breaks the Internet was a solid sequel that was loved by fans and critics. Also
Didn't
turned a
watch
decent
that.
profit. Frozen 2 was bound to be a smash hit and ended up being bigger than they probably imagined. $1.4 billion in the box office.
I haven't even watched Frozen 2.
The second highest grossing animated film of all time. Hopefully this was enough profit to handle all the loss they were about to take in the 2020s. Raya and the Last Dragon. Flop. Encanto had an okay box office performance, but got more popular once it was
I watched
added to the
that.
Disney
I watched that
Plus
shit in
streaming
the
service. Strange
plane.
World was a massive box office failure and had yet another LGBTQ controversy.
Strange
the main
World,
character, Ethan Clay,
cold
is
world
an
we
openly
live
gay
in.
teenager whose crush is the male character Diazo.
First
this
part,
is the first
I'm-
Disney
yeah, I'm
film with
probably
an
gonna have to play
openly
the first
gay
part
lead
and then the second
character.
part, but-
Teachers in Florida were being investigated for showing this film to their students. Opposers think that Disney Animations is failing because they choose not to write an interesting and meaningful storyline, but rather focus on pushing an
Gay
agenda to
ass.
children. However, the
Bro,
LGBTQ
they pushing
community
this gay shit on children. That's crazy though. Cause the movies I used to watch, bro, no gay shit allowed. Like the fuck, there was no gay shit. Oh yeah, this nigga gay. There was
feels like
no
they're
gay
finally
shit,
getting
like,
deserved
at all.
representation in film.
I did, bro. Think of the old movies you used to watch. There was not no gay shit, no nothing. Like what?
But Disney made their
They on
stance
some,
towards
like,
the
on some
LGBTQ
weird- just because
community very
the
clear in
LGBTQ
March of
shit,
2022 when
like-
Florida legislator passed HB 1557, otherwise known as
That's just him, bro. You need to just let it be
the
or
Don't
something. I
Say
don't know.
Gay
Let it
bill.
rock.
This bill prohibits instruction on sexual orientation or gender identity in grades kindergarten through 3rd grade. The bill is framed around the fundamental rights of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children. Since Disney World is located in Florida,
Bro,
were
if they
pressured
bring
to
out fucking Learn Me, yo, nigga said Learn Me, yo, you sound like a girl or something. Like, chill out. What the fuck? Yo.
take a stance.
That was
They
some
issued a
female-ass
statement. Florida's
motherfucking sentence,
HB
bro.
1557 should have
What
never been
the fuck?
passed and should never have been signed into law. Our goal as a company is for this law to be repealed by the legislator or struck down in the courts.
This
And
nigga
we
a
remain
whole
committed
like,
to supporting the national
bro,
and state
hold up. That was probably the most female sentence you have ever said on this motherfucking channel.
organizations working to achieve that. Disney did not attempt to block this law while it was in process, and as far as we know, have not made any progress towards getting it changed. Walt Disney Studios was able to offset some of the losses from their 2 animation studios failing with live-action remakes of classics. From 2015, Disney has been on a remake tirade. Cinderella, The Jungle Book, Alice Through the Looking Glass, Beauty and the Beast, Dumbo, Aladdin, Lady and the Tramp. All of these were very safe and solid box office successes, but the biggest was none other than The Lion King, $1.6 billion, making it the highest-grossing animated film of all time. However, these safe remakes would come to a screeching halt. Mulan, Cruella, Pinocchio, Peter Pan
Pinocchio
all
didn't
failed
watch
to
it.
make
Peter Pan
substantial
didn't watch.
revenue. Now, this could be due to the pandemic shutting down theaters and people being scared to go out in public, but
yeah, this nigga kept on yapping, but like, come to the point here. Hold up, who y'all hitting? I'm hitting the Wonder Woman. I'm hitting. I don't know who this is, but I'm hitting. No cap.
I was scared of the original cartoon. I think I watched it once and then I never picked it up again.
Even people who are extremely for Disney reshaping and modifying their classics to fit a modern society think Rachel is annoying, entitled, and disrespectful. And on top of that, she doesn't think she's being paid enough.
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
She's like everything people hate about this generation distilled into a single person. There have been rumors that Disney plans on axing this film due to the controversy. If that becomes true, it would forever change the way they cast their lead characters. If they don't axe the film, it sends the message to future leads that you can disrespect the legacy of Disney, insert your unwanted opinions, all while elevating your fame and getting paid millions of dollars. Marvel has not been able to escape this downfall either. Aside from Spider-Man and Black Panther, who
we're gonna just remove that like,
certified billion-dollar hits, their rollout of new films have been catastrophic. The New Mutants, The Kingsman, Morbius, Eternals.
What? Morbius was crazy.
New films have been catastrophic. The New Mutants, The Kingsman, Morbius, Eternals.
Morbius was hard as fuck. Eternals was trash.
Which was their first openly gay superhero. All bombed at the box office. This is
Wait, what? That shit was ass? Bro, Morbius was hard.
Especially bad when you consider these movies have $200 million budgets. Their new TV series, She-Hulk, WandaVision, Ms. Marvel, and Secret Invasion are not drawing much excitement from fans
Low-key hard, though.
And rumors are circulating that some of these TV episodes are costing upwards of $25 million to make. In an effort to cut costs, they aren't shrinking budgets and writing better stories. They're just laying off hardworking people. Bob Iger announced his plan to reduce costs by $5.5 billion, which included reducing the workforce by 7,000 employees. One of these
bro, what is this nigga like? What, like, can he come to a point? Like, I'm trying to see, like,
control trillions of dollars, such as Black.
What is the point of
the biggest problem with this score is that you'll never know the difference between an actually progressive, inclusive company and one that's just trying to get a higher score to look good for investors. You have to ask yourself, is Disney trying to make your life easier, safer, and happier? Or are they just trying to prevent investors from getting scared and pulling out? The truth is, Disney has always faced backlash, and they always will. You can type in literally any Disney film, the word controversy after it, and you will find an article of someone pinpointing a small detail accusing them of being racist, whitewashing, too gay, not gay enough. So, like, there will always be someone angry. Not gay enough?
What the fuck do you mean by that? Like, hold up, though. Fuck the nigga mean by that?
Being racist, whitewashing, too gay, not gay enough, there will always be someone angry. After dragging 3 iconic studios into the dirt,
nigga said, not gay enough.
and squeezing out